Hello and welcome back to Spoken Essays. I am Harshal and you're watching the live video where I figure out how to code. Let's begin. Okay, so my stream is stuck. The screen is stuck really. I'll have to change the screen. I'll do application window capture of. Where is that? It's chloropleth map. Shouldn't be easy, difficult to find. Yep, that's what we are building. Very good. Okay, just give me a second. Who do we have today? Of course it's almost midnight, so not many people might join immediately, but hey. Whoa. Okay. Oh, we have one viewer joining in. I've spilled a little water, but nothing to worry about. Amazing. Okay, so let's see what we have in store for us from the previous live video. Well, it's learning something new, so I shouldn't give that emotion. Let's save this and I'm going to refresh the page. Last saved 2 hours ago. That's just pen was saved. Very good. And I'll refresh the page. I'll refresh all the pages. Come on. Right. Yep. Okay, so this is where we were. We've already added the text, the required text. Now what we need to add is a few of these things. So before I do that, let's select the chloropleth and run the tests. So should have the title with the corresponding ID title. Then description should also be there. So let's add the descriptions and the county. Now we haven't added the counties yet, so we'll do that once. Okay, so first title and description, we've already added them. We just need to give them we only need to add the ID, title and ID description. Done. Now we will have passed 3 out of 12 tests. That's okay. Now we begin with our code again. This is going to be quite difficult to go through, so I'll have to read all of this data to understand what exactly is going on. Each and everything really. But I can see we are supposed to create paths. Let's understand our code, the one that we've copied, and that just okay. Because we have so much going on, it kind of just lost it. But before I read this, I should be reading this to understand what's going on. You can see there's an underline. There's an underline here for us, US. I can see they are variables, and that's what we are going to play with. So let's try to understand what all this is about. What this is all about. So we have a chart element. Chart equals an object that contains these values. How did they even do that? If I change the scheme blues to 10, what will happen? If I run this, undefined is not retrievable, cannot read property symbol iterator. I have to set the scheme blues at 9 apparently. Even if I set it at 8 works. So we can set the scale at 8 values and 9 values. Let's Google that. Scheme blues is a function apparently. That's for blue scale. Scale chromatic. I see. D3. And do you have scale? Yes. Have we added scale? No, we have not. So we've also imported the scale property. Very good. There was some movement there. Okay. So now scale has been added. Scale quantize in scheme blues. Then we should also write geopath, right? So let's find out where geo. D3 geo. Have we added D3 geo in here? I wouldn't know. Can I resize this? D3q, D3 graph, D3 force, D3 geo minimum. That's just, we just added that. Cool. So geo, scheme blues. Okay, we go back. There's a constant called color, and it's d3.scale quantize 1 to 10 and d3 scheme blues. Number 9, this would mean that we have 0 to 9 values, which is 10 colors, 10 blue colors from almost, white, a shade of gray, the lightest shade of gray possible, I think, to the highest shade of blue. Or the darkest shade of blue, really. Okay. Then we have d3.geopath. Path is the geopath. Then format is data, whatever data you get, to be turned into this format. Percentage. Is ours percentage? Yes, ours is also percentage. Let me just check. Percentage. Yes, it is. So D percentage. Okay. Then value map. New map. So new map object where it takes data variable dot map and it maps the data in it with as d.id and d.rate. Cool. Ours will not be rate. I don't think it is rate. Data is what? Let me check that again. Data is this object with its ID and that, and the rate. Ours won't be the rate, it's bachelor's or higher. Of course, that won't make the scale appear itself because we still have to do many things. And I just got the low battery notification. Let me connect the charger. Yeah. Give me a second, will you guys? I'll be back in a second. I have to find the charger for this. I tried to connect the charger but it didn't charge, I think. Or maybe it did. Give me a second, please. I'll be back. Thank you. Maybe more than a second. Sorry about that. I'm back. Let's see what we were working on. Okay, so that's the object, and it is an ID, state, and county. This is a state-wise graph, so we'll have to change a few things. I mean, we do have state values, but what are they called? State and area name. First I should change that. Are you mapping? Oh, you're mapping them with IDs. Does this have an ID? It's called FIPS. So they're FIPS, FIPS. Cool. Of course. Ours don't have our code doesn't have, I mean our data doesn't have ID, it has FIPS or FIPS. Okay. I still don't know what geopath is, but we'll continue with that. Then counties topography JSON dot feature us and us dot objects or US, then US dot objects dot counties. So for that I did this. US is of course data1 and data1 objects dot counties. Now for that I need to look into this again. Failed to load resource. The server responded with a status of 404. So that's what's been happening in the background color legend. Probably. Okay, we'll get there. We'll go through that one by one. For now, let's just try to understand this. This will again become FIPS and data itself. State says state. Still resource. Failed to load resource. The server responded with a status of 404. But that's okay. But just out of curiosity, I'm going to look into the console and see what data. Sorry. Come on. Data 0 looks like. Sorry, data 1 looks like. It has a okay, it prints a bunch of errors. Is there anything that I want in here? Okay, in that case, oh right, I have to put that inside the promise, don't I? Shouldn't I? Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this, I'm going to put that as an error. Just show me the log data, please. It still has this 404 error, D3 force error. Just show me this much, please. Okay, so many errors. I'm going to save this and refresh the page. Refreshing the page shows us 2 errors. Get this shows an error. D3 force minimum.js. In that case, and also color legend. It means I need to get that library, it seems. D3 force. D3 minimum, jQuery minimum, D3 shape, D3 plus, D3 Q. Let's not add them until we think until we really need it. D3 graph. So many errors, and we haven't done anything yet. CDN Skypack D3 color legend. I think that means this. There's a problem with that. Fine. Now run this. Acha. because we also have this as added as code, don't we? Let's comment that out first. Finally, clear the errors and save it and run the page again. Refresh the page. Let's see what other errors it shows. Cloudflare D3 force minimum.js get cosday 404 error. Okay, I'll remove force from here then. Save and refresh, please. Okay, now those errors have disappeared. That doesn't mean we've solved the errors, right? Okay, so data one looks like this: arcs, bbox, objects, transform, and whatnot. What were you trying to do? Objects.countries. So objects.counties. Yes, we do have objects.counties. What does their code look like? If I look at US, us or US, looks like objects, object stores counties. Geometry collection, whatnot. What does R show? It shows type, geometry collection, and geometries. Yep, ours shows the same thing. Okay, that's cool. I can remove this for now. I don't want it to show us those values all the time. I don't think we should write return svg. Oh yeah, we'll need to write that. Let's see what other errors this thing shows us. In promise, topo.json is not defined. Topo.json library. An extension of GeoJSON. Okay, topology or topology. So that means we need GeoJSON. Cool. Topographical error. Topo.json is still not defined. Reference error. Should I look for topo.json then? An extension to GeoJSON that defines, decodes topology. Legend is not defined. Very good. So now it jumped to the next error. Very good. One by one, we'll solve them all. Okay. But first, we'll go through all of these one by one. Yeah, that's taken care of. Then geopath, then new map, where you map the first item of the data, which is education data, and your data is this user education. So FIPS, state, and area name. But we needed these values for new map. Cool. I don't mind, not a problem. Then we go to topo.json. I'll save this and refresh the page just in case, so that we can see what errors we're getting. Uncaught in promise, legend is not defined, so we'll have to work on that too. Legend function call. Cool. But data one, objects.countries, yes, that's taken care of. Then objects.states, is that real or is that correct? Let's read. Objects.states, are there states in here? Apparently not. Sorry, it's not countries, it's counties. Let's read their piece of code again to understand what that is. The counties feature collection in all US state counties, each with a 5-digit FIPS identifier. The state map lets us hook the name of the state that contains a given county or state's 2-digit identifier corresponds to the first digit of the county. Okay. Counties topo.json feature us.objects.counties, and states topo.json feature us and then us.objects.states. Is that correct? Let's read this. It seems whatever we've been looking at corresponds with their values. So objects contains counties and states. Cool. I do not have any objection with that. So we go with objects not states. Cool. So that's where the states are mapped. Okay. Then we have state map. It says which creates a new map object which stores states dot features dot map. It's mapping this data that's stored inside features. Does ours show the same thing? I don't know if these are the features, geometries. Let's try to understand how they came to that objection. Inside states we have geometries. Where are the features? States dot features dot maps. Objects dot states. I don't see it. Must be when it returns that as features. Okay, I'm not going to touch that still. Then we have topo.json mesh. I understood that wherever US is, I should write data1 and then data1 dot objects dot states. Yes. Where you write AB, and if A is strictly not equal to B. Cool. So it would map anything that is strictly equal to it would map anything that is strictly not equal to. So it's meshing data1 object states and that. Then we go to SVG. So these constants or these variables are now defined. Now we go to this. So SVG's width is this and height is this. Now I shouldn't write I maybe should. Let's see. If I select in here dot map and create an SVG inside the map, which is in between these, an SVG with a width this and a height this, and view box as that, and its max width is 100%, height and auto height is set at auto. Then append a group. This creates an SVG that doesn't append an SVG. Let's see why. It doesn't say why. Then there's also legend here that's underlined, but I don't see legend. Then means we have to import legend from d3/color legend. Yeah, we went through that. Then we have this data.object.country.features topo.json value map.get d id. I have to change id to FIPS. Wait, this is for who? Your data is data1, right? Data1 is you have IDs. Yeah, you have ID. Yep. Okay, fine. So you stay ID. Then you have other, you take data which is you, data.properties.name. yeah, state map.get id slice properties name value map get id, that this. Okay, d.id percentage value map dot. Have we defined value map anywhere? Yes, we have, which is you, bachelor's or higher. So I should write, instead of this I should write get d dot, oh, it should be get d dot id. Okay, otherwise if it's not working, then I'll change it. But this is value map get d dot id. Yeah, that's correct. Then path again, that's the path, and svg.node, top of the morning. Now let's go to console and read the error. Multiple errors are reported here. That means I'm going to refresh the page so that we can see. Okay, in promise d3.select create is not a function. d3.select. Yeah, that's okay. Are there any other values? Apparently not. You know what, I'll remove this for now. Save this code. It will run the preview and it will say refuse to load the script URL because it violates the following content. Yeah, that means I wrote something incorrectly. It says d3.select create is not a function. Which line is it? Promise.then. Then no, they mean this because we have a map with an ID. Okay, fine. If I remove this, what happens? Then I'm sure there's another error. Uncaught. Okay. Yeah, d3.select is now taken care of. Hide message. Can I not hide this message? No. Okay. Reference error, legend is not defined. This they mean. And for that we have to import legend from d3 color legend. You know what? I'm going to import it from here. -legend. Yes, d3 -legend. Let's run that. Still says legend is not defined. No problem. In that case, I will import legend. This says import. Okay, so now we've imported that, and multiple errors have popped up. I'm going to save this code so that it can run again, and we'll see what issues it shows. It didn't issue any issues. Fine, I'll refresh the page. First error, CDN error aborted 404. So we couldn't apparently get that. Color GEND. That's d3 legend, which we've already added. I'm not going to add it again. d3 geo, d3 scale, geo JSON, topo JSON. Okay. And it still showed errors. Failed to load. The server responded with the status of 404. d3 color legend failed to load. d3 legend not appearing due to legend to color. Someone wrote this code 6 years ago on CodePen. If you are using SUSE-LUSE d3 legend, you will have to reference it. Okay, let's try that. Would you look at that? Anyway, if I go to HTML, let's put SUSE's legend data. It still says error. Okay, let's remove that line and clear this. Uncaught reference error, d3 is not defined at 15 color. Legend is not defined. Okay. d3 is defined in here. Yeah. d3 is not defined. Okay, it printed the same error twice. That means I can ignore this. d3-legend.js. d3 is not defined. Coffee. If I yawn 2 more times, I'm going to get coffee. Uncaught in pin.js. Reference error, legend is not defined, and d3 is not defined. It's not for npm. d3 scale chromatic. Code pen. Okay, this has two ports and this is the only answer. Okay, second yawn. Yet. Ah. They might have gotten it to work. Now? Yup. Would you look at that? Wait a minute, this looks like... Yeah, it does look like that. This might have been freeCodeCamp's code. I mean, one of those things. Yep, it's freeCodeCamp. Huh. And it's global temperature. Right. But this says 000. You messed up with that. You manually listed all the months. Ouch. I mean, I would have too. I don't mind. Yeah. I understand your frustration. But you got that to work. So you used colors. Did ya? Look at your HTML. Oh, where are all the imports? import. There are no imports. Say, take it, no problem. Then I have no use looking at your code. You did solve it. But okay, D3 legend won't visualize. How will despite the legend isn't visualized? Here's the JS fiddle. Yeah, but my okay. Uncaught reference error D3 is not defined at 15. Chalo, at least इसने तो बोला 15. You? Yeah. You know what? Save. Refresh the page. Okay, very good. So these are all the errors. Yeah, this returns because there are multiple errors in our code, or maybe we didn't write the code correctly. That's okay. Refuse to execute inline script because it violates the content security policy. Again, that's still D3 is not defined at 15./color. What does that mean? D3.legend color equals color. Uncaught reference error, D3 is not defined. Yeah, we have to define this somehow. Do I write new legend? That wouldn't solve anything really. It would still return legend is not defined at svgg element. Which line is it, my friend? At least tell us that. New legend color. Oh, chalo, finally it did show us that. Okay, I just had to look. Apparently I can click on that and it would show me my errors. Where's console? God. Command Z and Command Shift Z. Let's see what that does. Nothing. Save and refresh. Two errors. D3 is not defined at 15 and legend is not defined. I can find out which line it means. That line. Import color from color, import size from size, symbol from symbol, and helpers from helpers. D3.legend color equals color. It does not understand that we've... Okay. That's it. Fine. I think what I'm googling is incorrect. Import legend in code pen. Nope. Nope. HTML legend tag. Please show me. Okay. Nope. Import d3-legend, please. Cloudflare stores it, huh? Okay. Does it still have that error? You know what? I'm going to remove all these libraries and go one by one, except for, of course, testable projects. Remove Ajax, jQuery, D3 GraphScale, Geo, JSON, TopoJSON. Let's see what errors this thing shows us now. A bunch of them, but we'll go through all of them. Okay, saved, preview, refresh. Now a lot of errors will. First is D3 is not defined, despite the fact that I added it here. Okay, so that can go away right now. You know what? Instead of this, and a bunch more errors, only D3 and TopoJSON is not defined. Okay, I'm going to cut that from here, save and close please, which will mean 2 more errors now. Yeah, only one. D3 is not defined here, D3 is not defined. Very good. Now I'm going to open the HTML here and go a little bit above. I'll print that. Script source. Now TopoJSON is not defined. Very good. Next. Should it say D3 is not defined anymore? It should not, but fine with me. Okay, I've removed the import from the HTML itself, and now the errors are stacking up again. D3 is not defined. Okay, first things first. Right, I need to keep the console open. First we install d3.js. So d3 only. Cool. Saved. Now it says TopoJSON is not defined. Very good. TOPO JSON. Added. Topographical JSON. So now it says legend is not defined. Let's Google. D3. It says D3 legend. Are there any other D3 legends? No. Okay, so now we've added D3 legends. So these 3 errors. It still says D3 legend is not defined. Where? On this line. D3 legend not appearing due to legend color. Exactly, that's my issue. And we come back to this. What if I'm not importing it? We go back to you, and this says import legend from @d3 color legend. Apparently that should work, but it does not. We get a bunch of errors. Where is that? D3 legend. line. It should be in SVG, right? Yeah, that one. Append legend and color variable. Import legend from D3 color legend. Does that solve the problems here? Require is not defined. Okay, I'm going to clear these, and this says imports are only separated as name native ES modules. Would you like to replace invalid prompts with Skypack? Fine. Replace invalid prompt. Cool. Now what errors do you have? No errors. Get D3 Skypack legend syntax unexpected token p package at is not valid JSON. Error aborted. This, yeah, it wasn't able to get that. Get and status code 404. Remote address is the strict origin and cross origin. It expired, so that means what Skypack showed us didn't help. If I write this d3/color legend, what happens? Failed to load resource. The server responded with the status require is not defined. What's that mean? In CodePen. How to use React in CodePen with ES6. That means I need to also weirdly import React. It still says require is not defined. Where is the error? Import legend from D3. Okay. Yep, it still throws an error. Require is not defined. Reactive views. Required JS. Required JS is a module. That might solve it, but might not. Uncaught error. Module name D3 color has not been loaded yet for context. Use require. Is this how you ask it to require? Unexpected token. I have no idea how to require. How to make something required. But when I did this require.js, now it has another error. Module name legend has not been loaded yet for context. Use require. Okay. But when I use require, it has an error. Let's Google it. Make error require.js. Require.minimum.js. Let's read that. Oh. Has not been loaded yet for context. This occurs when a require name call, but the name module has not been loaded yet. If the error message you should top level require call not means okay. If I remove require, then it will say require is not defined. Bro, what is this sorcery? Show me the compiled JavaScript, please. It says variable color legend require. अच्छा, यहाँ पे इसने लिखा है require. But that's how it's compiled, and require isn't defined. Oh. I added React, didn't I? Yeah. JavaScript is already there. That's the compiler. Should I add React DOM then? Maybe, let's see. It still says require is not defined, but when I add require, then it says please add require require.js. Okay, I'm going to remove react.dom. Now it says this. What were you trying to say? Then was a top level require call, not a require call, and shall I define call that should be using async callback function over. Bro, as if I understand all of this. I should be, and I must have. Bro, come on. But मैं अगर require नहीं डालता, why do you not work? Okay, you know what? I'm going to, instead of importing this, yeah, it was compiled and it says require is not defined. ठीक है. यहाँ पे मैं अगर color legend लिखता हूँ d3-legend, I'm going to call that and I'm going to comment this line out. v1 compiled, we will comment this out. Now legend is not defined again. Bro, क्या मजाक है यार. तो रीजन तो बता, समझा तो सही. Legend is not defined. That only has 65,000 results. The power of double quotes. Legend is not defined. JavaScript. Chart.js legend is undefined. Bro. यार कहाँ पे आके अटक गया यार, कहाँ पे. कहाँ पे आके अटक गया. कम ऑन. शीश शीश शीश. Oh wait. Bye. I thought I would use this, maybe not. Chill. Yeah, this, yeah, that will always be there. You'll also be there. Bro, come on. If I add require, then you say require करना पड़ेगा. Not idiot. Plus this says this invalid imports. ठीक है, चल तेरे लिए मैंने valid import कर दिया, बस ले. अब दिखा तेरा जलवा. कलर लेजेंड अभी उसको कॉल करने में तकलीफ आ रही है. सही है. D3 color not found on npm. Import legend in web. Yep, you heard that. You heard that. Come on. क्यों यार, इतना अच्छे से लिखा है इन्होंने. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry guys, I keep going away and with such short intervals, but I'll be right back. I have to take an emergency loo. Yeah. So maybe in a few months time I'll be able to handle it better. Yeah, I'll be back. Hello guys, welcome back. I'm going to end this live video right now, and I'll come back again in a couple of minutes. I'll start the live again, but for the rest of the live video, I'll just be reading the book, because I'm extremely tired from trying to think about all of that. So yeah, I'm going to take a break from coding for the rest of the night. I'll only be reading a book, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow in the next live video. Thank you.